What's up, Cashville? You're on Big Key Frequency with Streets 99.3. We got my guy JD TRILL in the building today. What's going on, man?
It's going great.
That's good. That's good. Well, I'm happy to have you. Thank you for coming. What's next for you?
What's next for me is May 3rd. Y'all can catch me Boulevard Bar and Grill with Big Swole Productions, Mike Drew. That's next. As far as like the music, I'm still thinking, I'm trying to tell my story. I'm not trying to rush my story. So, be on the lookout for another single. Um, I'm holding on my album, but be on the lookout for another single for sure.
Yes, sir. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna, let the viewers get to know you a little bit. So, where are you from? Just tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm from Nashville. I'm from North Nashville, Bordeaux. I'm a Bordeaux baby, raised down there, man. I was raised in poverty. I really didn't have what a lot of people had growing up, but I did have my parents in my life. My dad and my stepmom. Since I've grown up loving music. I've had a passion for music at the early age of 7 years old.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't start making music until like 16. 17 is really when I started getting serious. I lost both my best friends to gun violence. Um, so that's what really like kind of pushed me hard when I lost them because they motivated me. They believed in me when I felt like nobody else did, for sure.
Yeah, and that's a blessing to have. When you have friends that's believing in you, and then you lose them, that can definitely affect you. And I'm just happy and to see you today because with taking that, you took it in as a learning lesson versus a reason to crash out. You see what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
Because when a lot of people go through traumatic things, go through grieving and death, things like that, and they take that as a reason to go crash out. But
Hmm.
take that as a reason, and not only for yourself, but take that as a reason to follow God and go talk to God and say, "Hey, how can I do this?" Talk to God like he's your homeboy, homegirl. Like, "Hey, please, like, how can I get rid of this pain? What do I need to do? Show me the way." What is a random fact about you that people wouldn't expect?
I love to read books. People don't expect me to be in my books, because my skin color or the way I dress, people tend to judge by how they what they first see when they look at you. I love to read books. You probably won't catch me with a book in my hand, but I definitely read a book every now and then. I enjoy stories. I love it.
Yes, reading is key, y'all. Reading is key, okay? So, what do you see yourself in the next 2 to 3 years?
In the next 2 or 3 years, I see myself in front of millions. I know I don't care about the fame. I care about getting my message out because I have a message to tell the world. God told me that I need to tell the people, what I'm saying, what it means to come up from the struggle, what it means to
Mm-hmm.
come up from survival, what it means to come up from abuse, trauma, and not only to survive that, but to thrive and grow and be better. I'm not gonna let my environment, what I've been through, make me. What I'm saying, I'm gonna let I'm gonna let it. I'm gonna let it be a lesson, and I'm gonna grow from it because I'm not a product of my environment. Product. What I'm saying, we are all God's products. So from 2 to 3 years, I'll be in front of millions, telling my story. What I'm saying, I feel like millions need to hear what I have to say. I don't care about the fame. If that comes, that'll come. But I feel like millions will hear what I have to say 2 or 3 years from now.
And they sure will, because I felt that in my bones, baby. Let me tell you, it's one thing about me. And if you do know me, you know I'm a very spiritual person. So when he's saying that, he's saying millions is going to hear me in 2 to 3 years. I felt it in my bones, and millions are going to hear you in 2 to 3 years because you have a very powerful message, and God is over his life. This is just what's going to happen. What's the story behind your latest project or song? What is the song?
My latest project is Letter to My Daughter. Letter to
Mm-hmm.
My Daughter. But unfortunately, it's not on all platforms. It's only on YouTube. I recorded the song from my iPhone. I didn't take it to the studio, and that's the reason why it's not on all platforms. The story behind this song is it's directed to my daughter. You know what I'm saying? When she grows old enough of age to be able to understand what I'm saying, she'll hear the song and she'll know that I'm trying, not only trying, I will guide her in the right direction to follow God, because you know what I'm saying, I can promise her the world, but what will the world give than what God has promised us? You know, what God promised us is better, much better than what the world can give us. So I want my daughter to understand that, because I want to spoil my girl. You know what I'm saying? If you're watching this, one day, you know, I want to spoil you, but I want you to know God more. Definitely. So
Definitely.
letter to my daughter.
Yeah, letter to your daughter. And I just want to say too, I was watching what's the name of that video that we was just watching?
What is you choosing?
What is you choosing? And I actually, he had a message to his son, and I seen how serious he was and just how he is about his children with showing them the right way and being the example. So I encourage anybody and everybody out there, we have to be the example for our children, because they're looking at us, and if we're not the example, what do you think they're gonna go look at? Everybody else, social media, for example, to be the example on what right should be. But as parents, we have to be of leadership, and we have to show the right things, period. And let the people know, where can we find your music?
And y'all can find my music on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube. Y'all can find it on really all platforms. I want to say this: my song "Before Letter to My Daughter" that is on all platforms is "Fall Back." I'm just gonna give a little brief description about this song. You know, I feel like you should fall back from anybody that takes away your peace. You know, that doesn't respect you, or you know what I'm saying, doesn't understand your value. Fall back. You know, so that's the name of my recent single that's on all platforms. If y'all want to check that out, definitely.
Definitely check that out. And I definitely approve that message. Baby, if they don't want you, if they ain't texting you, if they ain't, they won't. Fall back. All right, y'all. Until next time, we got my boy JD TRILL here, and we're going to keep it moving. Streets 99.3.
JD TRILL.